Hello beautiful people, my name is Yola and welcome to my channel, welcome to this video. I just want to dive right into it. I just want to share this in hopes that it helps somebody. Be the energy that you want to attract. What does that mean? You have to believe that you are worthy of what it is that you want to attract to you. What that basically means is in every moment we are given the opportunity to tell ourselves the story of what it is that we want to believe. We are given the opportunity to tell ourselves a new story. I've been thinking about this recently because personally I have undergone so many changes, so many transformations in these past few years of my life, which has led me to living a completely different life that has no correlation with the life that I once lived, right? And I was thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like I did that. Like I have been little by little taking steps to unlearning things, adapting new habits, changing things, changing my beliefs, changing everything. And now I live a different life, like a completely new life. And I'm not gonna lie, I find it so shocking. I find it so exciting. I find it so worthwhile. I'm at a point in my journey where I feel so happy for the work that I've put in on myself. That is the biggest work of life, is the work that we do on ourselves, because as we work on ourselves, we work to change our perspective, we work to tap into who we actually are, what it is that we love, what it is that we don't love. And then as we uphold our boundaries, as we respect ourselves, everything changes. There's so many cases where people go from being a people pleaser and they transform into a person that puts themselves first, that chooses what's best for them, and they are rewarded because of their evolution, because of them understanding the importance of self-preservation. What they understand is that they had to become the energy that they wanted to attract. In being a people pleaser, what you tend to do is you tend to give away your energy because you're so busy trying to please other people, trying to uplift other people, trying to give all that you can to other people, that you leave yourself depleted. You are not loving yourself enough for you to have the life or anything that you actually really truly desire. The moment that you acknowledge that, you know what, I'm not liking this. This is really depleting me. Like, this is making me sad. Like, why are things like this? It's in that moment that you are then able to access more. And all more is abundance. We are abundant. We are able to constantly access more, to constantly expand energetically. With that being said, what popped into my head was the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results when you haven't changed the input. That is the definition of insanity, which is why so many people end up feeling as though they're going crazy, feeling as though they're insane, feeling as though nothing that they do is giving them the results that they want, when the truth is, life is a mirror. This reality is a mirror. Basically, this reality reflects who you are being. So if you are not receiving what it is that you want to receive deep down in your heart, it's simply because you aren't being the person who would receive that. And that does not mean that you cannot become the person that receives what it is that you want. What it means is you need to change something so that you reflect you being the person that receives the things that you want. Now the question is, how do I change who it is that I've been? I'm gonna keep that in there. My throat was a little dry and I needed a little water. I didn't know that would happen. Anyways, I proceed. The question becomes, how do you change from who you have been and receiving what you have always gotten to becoming the person who receives what it is that they want, always attracts what it is that they want? The answer? Tell yourself a new story. What does that mean? I'm gonna give you guys a quick story. Today is one of those days where I will say I had a great day. I had a really good day. And more often than not, I tend to have really, really, really good days in my life now. And all that means is a good day is I woke up on the right side of the bed, I got up, I presented myself well, I pulled myself together, I took a shower, I put on a cute outfit, and I literally stepped out with my best foot forward for the day. Not only did I step out with my best foot forward, I also believed that I would have a good day. I didn't know what the good day would entail, and I wasn't expecting a lot for me to have a good day. I just believed that I would have a good day. And all that ended up happening is I went out, I had breakfast, and then after breakfast, I ended up hanging out with somebody, talking to them. Then we walked to the store. I ended up receiving things that I love. So today I ended up receiving a new perfume. Anyone who knows me knows that I really, really, really value hygiene. I really, really love to take care of myself in that sense. And all that means is I love to put me together. I love to take care of me, and I love to show up as the best me that I can. So when I ended up going to a store spontaneously today and then being gifted a really, really good quality fragrance for free, right? Somebody else purchased it for me. I'm just like, yes, like this is the life that I have wanted to live. I love to be gifted things. I love to be taken care of. I love for people to share their abundance with me. I love to be valued and well taken care of. And in my old reality, in my old life, that wasn't always a reality for me. Now, I will not say that I didn't have people who did treat me really well, because I did. I had people who would treat me really well. The difference is that I had a larger pool of people around me in my old reality, and a large amount of that pool did not treat me well. Yet I had the small pool of people that did treat me well. And I didn't understand like why some people would treat me well, whereas others wouldn't. And I'm like, yeah, like that's not the reality that I want going forward in my future. In my past, I used to think, okay, this person's not treating me well, that person's not treating me well. As I treat myself better, and as I tell them that they're not treating me well, that they would change, and that they would reflect back to me the treatment that I believe that I deserve. And when that didn't happen, I was so frustrated, because I'm like, okay, I'm doing all this work on myself. I already have these people over here who are treating me really well, whereas the other 70% of you guys are not. And it's like, something gonna have to give here. Like, I have no idea what is going on. Basically, I got fed up. I got fed up and I had enough. I was like, okay, it's not me. I put the work in. You guys are not wanting to change to align with the energy that I am presenting, because there's that phrase that says become the energy that you want to attract. So when I became the energy that I wanted to attract, and I would attract it sometimes, I was realizing that I needed a new place to be where I would attract those who saw my value and showed up in a manner that let me know that they see my value. I'm not gonna lie, like, it has been an ongoing journey. As I've traveled to a new place and I've started from scratch, I have had to learn a lot about the 3D reality, what we're seeing, what is happening, the fact that some people would know what you deserve and not be willing to give it to you. Other people would know what you deserve and try to sell you short. And what they're hoping for is that you sell yourself short so that you buy into the nonsense. I have literally been working on my backbone, meaning that my backbone is stronger than it's ever been in my entire life, and I'm less wavering than I used to be. I feel like in my old reality, I used to waver a lot because I didn't know what I know now. I didn't know enough to know that as long as I hold firmly, that I will get what I want. That's also not always true. Like, I feel like you can hold firmly in a poor environment and you might not get what you want, not because you're not deserving of it, but because you're not in the right environment, or because it's not time for you to get what you want. Like, everything matters. Everything literally matters. I would tell people who I am, and then they would try to tell me who they expect me to be, who they want me to be, who they think that all women like me would be. And it was just like so weird, because I don't care about all the other people that you want to tell me about. because they're not me. I am myself. I have been through a lot in life in order to be myself. And I'm a type of person, like, I said what I meant the first time. And the answer is not changing just because you don't agree with the answer that I've given. What I realize is not everybody's like that. Because other people are not like that, people tend to think that if they try me enough times, or if they confuse me or attempt to confuse me, then I will succumb to the game that it is that they're trying to play. But they always fall on their face because I'm very, very firm in I said what the fuck I said. Right now in life, in this current reality, right now, I am entering a new unraveling of another stage of my life. And when I say that I put in work, when I say I put in research, when I say I put in the time to understand the information, to recite the information that I had before, and now it's like I almost feel like the student who is graduating into becoming the teacher. I feel like I'm in a place where I'm able to teach other people what I've learned in order to help them along in their journey. And the newest thing that has been helping me is telling myself the new story. It doesn't make any sense. I tell myself what didn't work, because what didn't work wasn't supposed to work. And if it didn't work, it's already in the past anyways, right? Because things are always working out for me. At least that's what I believe to myself. That's what I constantly remind myself. Because why not? Like, we really live in a world where we can have anything that we want. We can live a life that surpasses the dreams that we have for ourselves. And when I think of that, I'm like, I am deserving of that. I want that. I will experience that. Like, period. Some way, somehow, I will have the life that God has intended for me. I will have the life that I have always wanted at the deep depths of my heart. I will have the life that I deserve, because that's what I believe. I have been through too much stuff in this life for me not to win. So instead of me thinking about losing, I'm winning. I'm at a stage where in order to win, I have to tell myself the winning story. I have to tell myself how this next chapter ends already. I've had to learn to be this way, and I'm learning that this is working out for me. So it's something that may not only work out for me, but may work out for everybody else. I've been realizing that Earth in general is a complex playing field. Yet once you get the rules, and once you start to understand how to operate this reality, how things work here, life becomes a bit easier. Just a bit easier. Because then you learn when to surrender, when to hold on, when to fight. Like, and I'm not saying that you're gonna automatically know all the time when to do things, but I feel like you will learn how to be a better listener to your life, and how to better see and observe what's happening, so that you know if you need to switch things up or to maintain the way that you have been. You will know. There's no joke when people say that your reality will reflect back to you who you're being. Okay? So if you feel like, oh my gosh, these people are always so mean to me, it seems like the whole world is always mean to me, figure out where you're being mean to yourself, the boundaries that you're not holding, and why that keeps happening. You have to figure it out. And if you think it to yourself, I don't understand, like, I'm being the sweetest to myself, I'll tell you this. First and foremost, you may think that you are being the best version of yourself for yourself and to yourself. And I'm here to tell you, you can be an even better version. So if you feel very confident in who it is that you have been being, yet your reality is showing you things that you hate, and you're having friends that are snakes around you, and there's this repeating pattern that you're experiencing, then you got to be honest with yourself and just accept the fact that you may not love yourself as much as you believe you do. And that's okay. Because when you can accept that, then you can move forward to becoming a person who actually loves themselves, the moment you start to love yourself, things already start to change. And then, because you love yourself and you have been loving yourself, you start to find new ways to love yourself. You start to realize this has been a little too harsh, or, oh, my body aches here, and I think I need a massage, and I should go ahead and spend that extra money on that perfume because I actually love it and I'm gonna enjoy it when I put it on. It's a whole chain reaction that happens, basically. You have to figure out what the root cause is, change the root cause, and everything changes. Everything changes. And you can't just change it once. It's a continuous thing that you have to do daily, weekly, continuously, consistently. I have to continuously tell myself the new story. Everything always works out for me. I get whatever I want, and I'm not alone. I have all the love that I could possibly need. I am valued. I am respected. I'm worthy of greatness. Basically, there are just so many phrases that I utilize on the daily to weekly basis that are helping me be what it is that I want to attract. I feel like I've said all I could say in this video. I really pray that I have provided enough information. I pray that it was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Peace.